Alright, you guys, let's take a look at PV. I can't say that I'm really well versed in their style, but we're still gonna take a look anyway. I do want you to see that one of the girls has to grab her hand. Oh, you're in the wrong spot. Okay, so they're dancing to a song by Chris Brown, Turn Up the Music. A lot of squads have danced this over the years, and I will say that the energy starting off is very good. Once they close up on them, you'll see that PV has a really effortless technique. However, this chord, see, a couple of flex feet though, but this choreo is kind of boring. They do a lot of standing in one spot because the band doesn't give them a big, what some people call majorette stage to dance on. They usually have limited space in the front. This is their signature circle, but now in more recent years they're doing more variations of it, which I think is great, that they have something that is unique to their brand, and that they do a lot of different things with it though. I think that their choreo could be a little better. They do a lot of things that to me look like stand routines, but again, they have really good technique, although there are a lot of flex feet in those pirouettes. But do you see how they're in one spot for a long time? It kind of starts to make it look like stands. I don't know if that's their style, but maybe it is. As the video goes on, some of this technique is looking a little needs work-ish. But the energy is high. The uniform is beautiful. I like the variety in technique, but I do think that some of it needs some work. But again, with a big squad, that's the risk you take, and that's why you put your best people in the front. But videos like this can expose it. Good job, though. Alright, that last routine was from the Labor Day Classic. This one is from the National Battle of the Bands that was held, I believe, the next day or 2 days after. This little sequence at the beginning, I don't know. I feel like PV has 750 flag girls. They could have had the flag girls do a little quick something and then get out of the way for the girls to come on, because a lot of this seemed like a waste of time. And as the girls come on the field to this slow song, a couple of them look unsure of where their spot is. So it kind of took away from it. But once they get started, I want you all to pay attention. PV girls have really pretty leaps and jumps. They're really light on their feet, which means they've really mastered how to do it. I like that 3-kick sequence. See how it wasn't really long, like in the previous Dawn video? They had that long pause. This one was quick. See, those are pretty jumps and leaps. I like those. This is good. Very good. Somebody messing up in the middle, though. Jump in the middle, pretty, but we got spacing issue in that back row. That's a consequence of doing a lot of jumps in a row there sometimes. I like that transition, how they hurry up and get there. Let's see the kick line. Okay, pretty regular kick. Okay, it recovered. Kind of looked interesting there for a second. I like that a lot. Girl on the end couldn't catch herself. Big couple of spacing issues where a couple of girls are out of place, but again, we got a lot of girls on the field. It's going to happen. And I will say PV is the only team that had 2 performances, only big time team that had 2 performances and 2 routines, and I think they're going to be a team to watch out for. That a la second turn was kind of, I don't know, a couple of them were whack. Still spacing issues here, which seems to be a big thing with some of the bigger squads. Well, with all of the squads, to be honest with you. I still think PV could work on their choreography some. Their technique is really good, but some of this choreo is just giving me kind of like they're going to rest on their laurels of technique, and we're not going to really put a lot of effort into the choreo. But I don't know their style all like that. Okay, we're going to take a look at my scores for PV. I didn't do a stands clip to look at because I would have to watch more of their stands. I can't say that I really paid their stands much attention, so I just focused on the field for PV. I gave 7 points for showmanship. I like that they have a lot of expression in their faces, but I don't think that they utilize the field as much as they should have. They're very similar in some ways to Golden Delight with their numbers, but they don't utilize the field like them. Formations and spacing, I gave a 7. They did have multiple issues on the field with spacing. Doing a lot of technical combinations sometimes leads to that, so they need to practice that some more. Technical elements, they got an 8. They, out of them, the Dolls and the Stingettes, if you want to say those 3 had the best weekend. technique-wise, PV did. They still have to work on some flex feet and cleaning some stuff up, but they definitely outshine the Dolls and the Stingettes when it came to that. Creativity, wow factor, I gave a 6. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really exciting. It looked good, but it wasn't really exciting. The Stingettes definitely shined in that category. Overall presentation, I gave a 7. Love their uniform, love their appearance. I just think that they want to utilize, if they're going to have 20 something girls, then they need to, let them play to their strengths and let them all shine. They're spending a lot of time in one spot, and I think that there should be some adjustment made on the band side to give them more room to perform. Overall, 35 out of 50, another great showing. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Objective Reviews signing out.